Our group is really based on distribution business. There are two main activities, retail business and luxury activities. We are only 3 people at PPR, the holding company, to handle all these exposures and risks worldwide. In such a big group, it's not very easy to know all initiatives, local initiatives, especially when you speak about foreign countries and people working in different environments where they are allowed to do things that you can't do in your country, for example. Tracking the new activities, the new exposures, and trying to think about the consequences of these activities. That's really, I think, our challenges.
The risk manager of PPR is what we call the new generation of risk managers in France, with a new spirit, new approach, and much more focused on consulting rather than on traditional brokerage. We
really need people to help us outside of our group and give us the right feedback from each country and from each background, cultural or commercial background. And that's really where we are waiting the services from Marsh.
During the tender, we asked to each office, an MD of each office, to sign a commitment on the offers we made to PPR.
They were asking for, a turnaround of 15 days, and, if we don't turn around in 15 days, we'll give up some of our fee or something. It was really putting money on the line, and I'm all for putting money on the line if it's realistic.
After 1 week of discussion, and we had chat with network in order to see if it was possible with them, because it's not because we wanted that they could do it.
That was a very key point, because he really looked to me to understand what the local US marketplace was really all about. And that yes, we can do this, and this is groundbreaking for these people, which we really want to make sure that happens, but to do it on a timely basis without setting ourselves up. And so he changed the contract. He was able to negotiate that internally with PPR, and it worked. It was successful.
We chose Marsh because of, I think the first reason was the people and the methods. The methods for working, the fact that there were procedures, people had everything under control. We had contacts through videos with the people who would be really in charge. We had the feeling that people knew what they were doing. They had a good experiment in this business, and they were really handling that professionally according to very serious procedures.
Without collaboration, collaboration's huge. Collaboration within Marsh, internationally, domestically. Our job is to make our clients more successful. The only way we can do it is to be collaborative, to break the barriers, to be think of creative solutions.
By being a global company, we were able to place in London, through our global markets operation, a sophisticated and efficient protection in respect of earthquake.
Marsh helped us in developing models and in advising us that we should analyze all our locations.
And no one else could find solution, and we proposed them to find it in 48 hours.
We discovered after that, for example, we've got very big exposures in Italy. We never thought we should buy this insurance for Italy, but we finally did, because it's something very important. It's the head office of Gucci Group.
So we had a mandate for 48 hours, and we succeeded. And we deliver the solution to them.
We bought slightly less in Japan and more in Italy, which we wouldn't have thought about it before.
We are making some good wins in France and other countries, but in France, and each time it has been on the consulting way, not on the traditional brokerage way.
I'll be in a meeting talking about property, and out of nowhere they'll say, oh, by the way, I've got a cyber risk with Red Cats.
The issue with cyber risks is probably related to a problem of image for us.
So as soon as I got out of that meeting, I was quickly on the phone. I called the client because we need somebody to talk to them about cyber. Apparently they've had discussions. It didn't make sense to them. It was a lot of money. Can we figure out something better for these people? At least address it. It may be too much, but can we get creative here?
What we really fear is people trying to take our name or take our customers and bring them to another website.
We are currently on proposing them to use Marsh Risk Consulting in order to do this job, in order on their IT organization worldwide for Red Cats, to see if at the end they need to buy additional coverage or specific coverage.
I think now we need to listen. We need to approach the client on a holistic basis. The whole picture, the big picture. It might be claims, it might be engineering, it might be captive management. It could be both, it could be multiples. But if all we're listening to is insurance, 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 there's more to the picture.
We are a single marsh, and when you are one marsh, it works.